Hey, Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakwadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the occupant across the four corners of the earth, who teach this truth for rich life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. What it's going to be about is I said I was going to make a part two to the last video I made, and this is it. It's about being rebuked, man, and being chastised, okay? Especially in the times that we're in now. You know, with the Passover coming up, we understand that, judgment is dished out during the Passover, okay? And, you got to get yourself right. You got to get yourself, you got to kind of bring your A game, be on your toes, be alert, keep your head on the swivel, man. When it comes to this word and it comes to this truth, and when you dwelling, in this world, and dwelling among Akim, you know what I mean, and doing your videos and things of that nature, you gotta kind of be alert, And if you just so happen to get rebuked, or just so happen to get low in a spirit, or get low after a rebuke, or for some reason, just, get low, understand that when you're being chastised, right, it's a good thing, okay? And it should remind you, the reason why it's a good thing is because it should remind you that the Lord is dealing with you, man. That's the beautiful part about all of this, right? The Lord is dealing with you, man, okay? So without further ado, let me get in Hebrews 12. I'm going to start at 4. It says, "Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him." Right? So don't despise the chastening of the Lord. Okay? Don't despise the chastening of the Lord, man. Or be faint when you're rebuked. Okay? It's a straight gate. It's gonna get hard. It's gonna get rough. It's gonna some days you're gonna feel like, you down in the spirit. Some days you ain't gonna feel like doing certain things, right? But you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta keep yourself up in the spirit. It says 6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth." So after the Lord, this is why I said earlier in the video, right? This is why I mentioned that, if you're getting rebuked, you should be, it's actually a good thing, because that means the Lord is dealing with you, man. And of course, right, you're gonna get rebuked through Akim. You know what I mean? Because that's how it's set up. That's how the Spirit got it set up. Okay, but yeah, you get rebuked. It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing if you're not offended by it, right? Or if you actually take it and use it, as fuel to get right, and use it and say, you know what, I was slipping right there. I was falling right there. Okay, good. I got, cool. That was my warning. Other things that I need to get better before the Passover come, right? These are, you got to kind of look at things like this, because if the Lord don't love you, he won't rebuke you. He don't. Look at these heathens, man. They have the world in their hand, man. Okay? They do all manner of evil, all manner of wickedness, right? And they receive no punishment for it. Okay? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It says that in Job 9:24. Okay? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? Right? So guess what? These other nations don't get judged the way we get, judged. Ultimately they're gonna have, a judgment at the end. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna be it's not a judgment to keep them, or to give them a prize. It's a judgment to their damnation. It's a judgment for them to fall off. It's a judgment for them to lose rulership. Our judgment is to get rulership. To put off the flesh, to put off the deeds of the flesh. Okay? I'm running that back. This is 6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons." So yeah, if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. right? So you're not the Lord's son if you don't get chastised, man, and you don't get rebuked, man. You know it's gonna happen. It's gonna come. That's just part of the game. That's just part not the game, but that's just part of the truth. That's just part of this thing of ours, man. You know, but use it and say, you know what? Acknowledge your offenses, man. Niggas don't acknowledge their offenses. Men acknowledge their offenses and say, you know what? I was wrong there. Let me fix that. Okay, you gotta have that type of spirit. It says, if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So what son are you if the Lord don't chasten? No, if Yahweh don't chasten you, or chastise you, or correct you, you are not you not you're not his son. You're not his son, man. This is 8. It says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Right? But if ye be without chastisement, like I just said, right, then you are bastards. Right? That means a bastard, you fatherless. Okay? You don't have the father. You don't have, because you didn't get chastised. We receive punishment in measure, man. So we not judged with the whole world. That's the scriptures, right? We receive judgment now, and everything we've done has been unto death. We sins unto death, right? The Most High is having. He's great and merciful, man. He's great in mercy. Okay, He's merciful, and this is mercy that He's having on us because we have a grace period through Yahweh Shai to get right. So these things is gonna happen, man. To purge out the old man, to purge out the deeds of the old man. You never know what that demon might, was gonna have you do. You don't follow that doom. You say, you know what? I see that, correct it, and you move forward with this word. It's 9. It says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh. Yeah, we have fathers in this world, right? Our fleshly fathers, right? Furthermore, we have fathers of our flesh which corrected us. So yeah, they corrected us. They whooped us, right? They, put us on punishment or whatever, right? Did, in their form of correction, right? It says, fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Ooh, let me run that back. It says, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father, unto the King, right? Unto the man who created everything. Okay? Yeah, we gotta be under subjection. So what? You think He ain't gonna, if He is our Father, you think He not gonna chastise us? You think He not gonna, especially if you got this word, you think you just gonna go without chastisement? You gonna go without correction, and you've been wrong all your life? You've been in the world all your life, and you just, when you come to this word, it's a purging period, man. It says, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they truly for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, right? So like I said, they might have whooped us or grounded us for their own deeds, right? For certain things that we've done, right? It says, but He for our profit. And what's the profit? The profit is righteousness. The profit is the glory. The profit is, the kingdom. The profit is salvation. Okay? It says, but He for our profit. Because what? Following of the Lord leads to life. Sin leads to death, right? We get chastised because of our sinful ways, the shit we did that is bad. We don't get chastised for the things we do that's good. You don't say, you don't get whooped for the good things you've done. Nah, not from the Lord. No, you get for sinful ways. That's why we get chastised. It says, but for our profit, that we might be partakers of His holiness, right? That we might be partakers of the holiness, right? That we might be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, right? That we might receive the salvation. Now check this out. This is 11, right? It says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. So yeah, no chastening for the moment right now. It seemed to be joyous. Oh, I could just go out here. I do what I want to do. Oh yeah, ain't nothing happening. Blase, this. Oh, it seemed to be joyous, but guess what? The scriptures tell you in Sirach, it says, um, um, no, yeah, it's not in Sirach. It's like it's in Esdras. It says the ones who I believe it's in Esdras. It says the ones who gonna be saved, and I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture, is likened unto a drop, and the ones that's going to be destroyed is likened unto a wave. Okay, so the majority are going to be destroyed, right? Because the majority had this mindset to where they think that, oh, right now I'm not, ain't nothing happening. He don't see me, he don't see my sin, but he does. Okay, it says now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Okay, it says, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men, and holiness without which no man shall see the Lord. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. Okay, so yeah, man, and matter of fact, let me grab this too. No, that was the point. That was the point. I don't need to grab that. But yeah, man, so when you on this, when you're in this journey, and you walk in that straight gate, you gonna get, yeah, it's part of that. Okay, it's part of that. Okay, it's part of growing. Okay, it's part of growing, man. You gotta grow in this thing. You gotta move in this thing, right? Let me see if I could grab one more real quick. I read this today. I think it's in John. I think it's John. Let me see. Oh, so like it. I think it's John 1. No. Maybe it's 15 and 1. I was just reading it. 15. Yeah, right here. This is John 15, verse 2. It says, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. So every branch in Yahweh Shai that don't bear fruit, the Most High Yahweh would take away. Okay? And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Okay? Matter of fact, let me go to John 15 in the blue letter before I close. I was reading it earlier. Right here. It's right here. Let me get that word purge real quick. Right here. Purge it. It's how you say it in the Greek.
Strong's G 2508. Kathyro.
Okay. It says to cleanse of filth, impurity, to prune. Basically that. It says to prune trees and vines from useless shoots. Yeah. It says, but the main one I'm looking for is to cleanse, right? To cleanse of filth and impurity. Okay. Right? So what? So you could bear and bring more fruit. Okay? I'm going to run the scripture back and I'll close out. It says, every branch in me, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, it says, and every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. So when you purge, it's when you're getting purged, right? And you getting, chastisement is part of that purge, so therefore you can be right. Right? When you're getting purged, right, it's to get the wickedness from out of you, man. So therefore you can bear more fruit. Okay, and Lord willing, we could be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai when he receives his glory. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, the video was edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Akakwadash. When you tell brothers keep pushing, I want to say shalom, Akim, stay up, shalom.